Okay, trying again. I'm going to walk down the garden a little bit. I've lost my special guest, unfortunately. He's gone. Didn't want to know, which is a shame. I'm just going to invite a few people to this. Maybe a minute. Oh God, I can't see any of the comments or anything. I've no idea if this is working or not. I can't see the comments or anything like that. My special guest, which was my son, has just had a big meltdown. He's just kicked me in the leg and run off. So he could very well make an appearance in a minute. He might not do. He's inside watching Paw Patrol at the moment, which is quite good actually, because I can concentrate a bit better and it makes it a bit easier for me to do. So I put this on my profile because I just wanted to, this is open to everybody really, but it's also, I was really keen to get a lot of my new recruits onto this and, just run over a few real sort of basic sort of principles that I've tried to stick to, to make the best out of this opportunity. So I just wanted to talk about the most important thing, I think, really, and that's motivating, yourself, and really having a reason to do this. Everybody has got that reason. It's just about finding it. So for me, it was about being with my son a lot more, having the flexibility to spend a lot more time with him, and be there for him, because he needs me. I'm not going to go into my background because that's not what this life's about, but if I can motivate myself, especially over the last sort of 6 months, I get quite bad anxiety, and I've got ADHD a little bit as well, so all of that kind of together does make doing especially lives quite difficult. I do struggle with that, but one thing I have learned is that none of that's ever going to change unless you put yourself outside of your comfort zone. You've really got to push yourself to do things that aren't particularly natural, to get the best out of something. Without having a reason to run your own business, it's not like you're in employment. When you go to work, you've got a manager there that sort of lays out sort of daily activities. You've got somebody there monitoring your progress. The thing with working from home is that all of this is down to you. Mentors, whoever's recruited you, they're not going to know if you've woken up and your kids are screaming and there's toys everywhere, they're being demanding. They're not going to be able to motivate you in that respect, because we can't see what's going on in your own life, and what you have to manage yourself to try and make this work. So for everybody that's just started, you have to have a really solid foundation for wanting to make this to work. It might be that you're in a full-time job at the moment and you've got a boss that sucks or something like that. It might be that you want to be at home a lot more with your family. You might want just the financial freedom that comes at the end, of running your own business. So you've really got to find an anchor point that you can always refer yourself back to when you're having sort of bad days, or you're not feeling motivated. I mean, the whole idea from working from home is that it's going to give you the flexibility that you wanted, that perhaps that you didn't have before. So there's no point kind of thinking, right, okay, I've got to stick to a set routine every day to get success. I've got to follow the top guys and do everything that they do. Everybody is different. Everybody has their own situations going on at home. Everybody might have more time than other people. Other people might be constrained by lots of other factors as well. So never judge your success, especially for my new guys. We see a lot of people come into our recruiting group. Some people just smash it straight away, and it's not because they're brilliant or they've got a certain set of skills. It's because their want to succeed is probably a lot more than some of the other people that perhaps aren't finding that success. So how do you kind of get there? How are you going to start getting how do you get yourself motivated? How do you sort of start putting these plans into place? So what I do, it's always good to have a really rough sort of daily plan, and that's based around the time that you can commit personally, to the business. So be realistic with it, because otherwise you're just going to sort of let yourself down and make it unattainable for yourself. Oh, here we go. Yeah, come here, please. Here we go. My special guests arrived. Fantastic. Come on. Come here, everyone wants to meet you. Come here, I'll fix it for you, come here. Okay, so this is my why. This is why I do everything that I do. He means the absolute world to me. We've both been through hell and back, if I'm being absolutely honest with you, over the last 6 months. I won't tell you why, but it's been pretty bad. So whenever I have a bad day, I think about, I search in myself. I think, look, Daddy. Yes.
You fix this now.
Yeah, of course. Hold on. Let me just put that on for you. So I think about, why I started this in the first place, because, it's such a funny old game doing network marketing. You can, a lot of people get rejected quite early on, because you might have, I've seen it with my own eyes, you might have people sort of say to you, yeah, I love this tea, it's great. I'll tell you what, I'll take 4 weeks of it on payday, when I get paid on Friday. And then that recruit is then in the chat saying, fantastic, I've just sold 4 weeks of tea, it's going to be amazing, they're going to buy it on Friday. Friday comes along, and you never hear from that person again. Now, if you've not done sales before, that's going to hit you pretty hard, because it's going to knock you back. It's about how you deal with rejection and come back from that. What I've learned from the business that we do is that you will have days like that. Of course sales will fall through. People will let you down. They'll say they'll do something and then they don't follow through with it. But you know what? That might happen on that day, but then the next day you wake up and you've got £50 in your PayPal randomly from somebody else. So sales can change in a heartbeat, and it's all about sort of keeping yourself motivated. Don't be knocked back by little rejections, and people letting you down. Just keep nailing at it, and the success will come. But the only person that's going to drive that is you. You've got to think about how you manage your time every day. So just talking about that quickly. So with daily plans, just if you're a busy person, manage your own expectations. So set up a plan. It doesn't have to be in line with what other people are doing within the business. If you can only commit to 3 mornings a week, then set out a really rough plan. You're going to hit these selling sites, you're going to do something on your profile, you're going to do it at the right time, perhaps do a Facebook live on your lunch break, whatever. Make it work around your current commitments. What I do, I involve Archie in everything that I do. So when I'm actually doing these selling the teas, I tell him about it. We go down the post office and he posts all the tea for me. He always asks me, have you sold any tea today, and stuff like that. So I involve him in it as much as I can, and get him involved. It's just about not getting complacent, and the secret to success here is you driving yourself. There's no point coming into our sort of sales academy, sitting there listening to a lot of the advice, and not following the process and putting it into place, and then at the end of the week say, oh Nick, this isn't working out for me, I've not sold anything. And that's what I don't like. So it's about sort of really motivating yourself constantly, not just over a week, not just over 2 weeks, over the entirety of the time that you're doing this. You're going to have bad days, you're going to lose sales. You might have spent loads of time with your recruits, and then they leave you, after a week. It's just the way it goes. But then the next day, something out of the blue will just land in your PayPal, and it will. Sorry, he's just got a phone call. Jesus, this isn't going well, is it? So that's it. So for all of my new recruits, make a daily plan it around the time that you've got available. Some of you work full-time, some of you work part-time, some of you have just embarked on this and you've got a lot of time. So just put a really basic plan into place that you can follow every day. And if you can't do, the first half of it, or, the latter half of it, just do the bits that you can when you can, but do it consistently, and do it with passion, because, one thing that I really need to stress is that this is a huge opportunity. What you guys in our sales academy don't see is the success that we've got going right across the company at the moment. We're having lives from our top guys. They're cruising down the freeway in a converted Cadillac, congratulating everybody on the sales success. And they've made it in 3 months, and they're now on 100,000 plus a year, and they're going to be getting company cars, they're going to be getting their mortgages paid, and these are really genuine people. One of them used to be a firefighter. I think Stuart used to do recruitment. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what he does, but they've come from very sort of humble beginnings, and through sheer motivation and hard work, they've made it happen. So your mentors will always be there for you. But remember, we can't see your daily life. We can't see what you have to go through, and it's impossible for us to manage that. So that side of it comes down to you. So we have for everybody in our sales crew, we have like a rough sort of planner based on the time that you can commit to the business. I'm not going to go into it too much, because that's for people that are signed up within our company. We sort of do like a beginner, an intermediate, and a pro based on how committed you are to it and how much time that you want to put into it. Calls. I should probably really answer that. It's probably quite important. So a few things, especially for all my new people, anybody doing network marketing that's not in the business, light a fire inside yourself. Really make this happen for yourself. Look at everybody around you. Look at who you're doing it for. Look at why you're doing it, and everything else will fall into place after that. We've got a pretty sort of tried and tested blueprint that we use within the company, that if you follow it, you're just going to get success. It's worked for me, it's worked for my team, it's worked for everybody. So but without the motivation there in the first place, it's meaningless. So, and motivation can't be taught. It's got to be something that comes from you as well. So it was just a quick one today. I was hoping my son was going to be in this. It was going to be really cute. It was going to be lovely. I was going to get loads of likes. But he's run off. He was in a mood before I did this. So that's just parenthood for you, isn't it, I suppose? So I'll try and get him involved next time. He is the reason that I'm doing this, and it's his life that I want to change. It's also my life that I want to change. Any of my personal recruits, if you're watching this, I want you to be really up for this. People are making big money. I've actually had the best week I've had in the business, over the last 7 days. Sold about 800 volume of these atom capsules, which has been fantastic for me, and that's because I kicked myself right at the arse. Last week I had a lot going on. We had lots of people coming around that I didn't like, and sort of prying into my business and stuff, and I just wanted to prove to not only myself and everybody else that I'm always doing the right thing, both for my son and for my family. So hopefully everybody watching this can see the opportunity. We get 150% markup on everything that we do. We've got the best comp plan in the industry, and the products are absolutely flying out. So if you want to be a part of this, you can start it for free at no cost to yourself. We give you a blueprint, you follow it, you make money. It's that straightforward. So hopefully my rambling has been interesting. I can't see any of the comments or anything like that. I do that on purpose so I don't get distracted. But if you want to talk to me about joining the business, please do. Any of my recruits that want to get started properly today, give me a shout, and I can put a really sort of basic battle plan into place for you, and we can get these sales for you and start getting some money in your back pocket. I'll speak to you soon.